Hello my friends, if you have been watching my channel, I play around with a lot of center channel speakers, and this center channel speaker stand that I built a while back, that has taken a beating. So today we are gonna put a new one in, and I'm gonna show you how I do this. And we are gonna suspend the speaker above the screen. I have been advocating a lot about center channel speakers and how important they are. If you can place the center channel speaker in the center of your viewing area, and if it's a good one, that makes a lot of difference. In my case, I'm even gonna angle the center channel speaker so it faces the sitting area where the viewers can get the full effect of the center channel speaker and hence hear the dialogues as clearly as possible. So let's work on this DIY project and suspend this heavy 32-pound center channel speaker above the screen. So right off the bat, let me show you how I'm angling the speakers downwards. I cut a wooden wedge and attached it to the joist, and that wooden wedge in the shape of a triangle makes sure that the rod that comes down, it is at an angle, and hence the whole stand is also going to be at an angle and the speakers are going to face slightly downwards. As you can see, the old shock absorbing protective foam is also coming off. I put all those bumpers, but everything needs to go. As a first step, I tried a hacksaw to cut the old stand out because the screws were stuck in the ceiling in that little hole. I tried for a long time and I was not able to cut it. I then used a file and it took me almost an hour to file the screws away, and finally it came out. That was a big relief. And then I tested out the new stand and I just put it in place just to check if it would fit and the dimensions, if they would hold the speaker, and everything seemed to be in a good spot. Now the other side was way more difficult, so I started using an oscillating saw, and that was really loud. It started making all the noises, things started falling apart as you can see, but eventually I had to resort to a file because the oscillating saw I was afraid was gonna cut through some of the speaker wire. So I started filing away, and after a long time the old stand finally came away, and it was such a big relief. And time for some new speaker holders to test out. So that was a win for me. New stand had that protective foam, and that's gonna act as shock absorbers, but the lip was way too high and way too tall. They were gonna block my speakers. So I decided to pull the foam down and make it a little bit shorter. As you can see, I cut it using the hacksaw and I put those bumpers back in place. After I made it short, put the bumpers in place, and now the lip is much shorter and it's not gonna obstruct the sound from the speakers. I tested out again, I put it in place and it looks fantastic, and I think it's gonna be very sturdy and also hold the speakers very well. I put a very thick screw through it. The stand itself can hold up to 120 pounds as advertised on the Amazon website. It is meant to hold kayaks and stuff. So I'll put a link to it in the description if you're interested, but after putting the screws, it looked like it's gonna hold pretty well. It is not bulletproof. I measured it and it is gonna fit the SVS Prime Center. So I tightened everything up and one of them is ready to go. And now onto the other side. When I put the new stand into that hole, it looked like it was not fitting well, so I had to again bring out the file and file a little bit of the front side in the ceiling tile a little bit so everything would go in smoothly. So I began filing it without touching the speaker wire. I did not want to damage the speaker wire. It was so hard to pull it from the receiver all the way to that spot right there. And after filing, the new stand kind of went in, and now it was time to put the screws in. And once the screws were in, it was time to tighten the nut. Everything was tightened and the lips are not going to be huge, and finally it might be time to put the speakers in. Everything looked sturdy and I measured everything once again, and it seemed to be a good spot now to put the speakers. The wires can also come from behind the speakers. So moment of truth. Oh well, I have to clean it. There's a lot of dust as a result of all the filing and cutting and all that, and I did not want my shiny new SVS Prime Center in piano black to be dusty. So after dusting everything and cleaning, carefully put the speaker up there. And I tried not to wear gloves because gloves can be very slippery on that heavy 32-pound slippery piano finish. I very carefully, without causing any scratches, put the speakers in place, and everything looked to be perfect, almost perfect. And now it is time to take a look at this beautiful suspension, but I wanted to make sure this stand is symmetrical on either side, so I measured both sides, switched the lights on, and it's time for the screen behind to go down. As you can see, the projector screen is going down. Take a look at from behind and everything looks good. It's angled downwards to the listener, so everything is perfect as I hope for. I hope you enjoyed this video and this gave you an insight on how to suspend or place your center channel speaker. It's not that difficult, but again, it depends on your situation and what you can do in your room. But the important factor is getting a good center channel speaker and trying and putting it in the center of your viewing area. If this video helped you, please give me a thumbs up. And as usual, for more home theater content and awesome videos that will share information with you to improve your home theater, and we all learn together, right? So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Your comments are very important. I read each one of them. So any comments, suggestions, feedback, or if you like to see a certain kind of video, please put them in the comment section. In my next video, I'm going to use the same receiver. It's the Yamaha TSR 700. There's a zone 2 on the receiver. We're going to hook up the zone 2 to an outdoor speaker. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye.